Hi, my name is Peter.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry, I had the phone on speaker for like an hour, so I didn't.
You what?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Okay, good. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to ask somebody about this new thing that Alex Jones has been talking about whether or not there's any legitimacy to it.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I would say probably not.
Oh, am I on the air right now?
Yes, you are.
Oh, wow, I'm sorry. No, Alex Jones has been, I watch your show and then I watch Alex Jones for separate reasons, obviously, but Alex Jones has been talking up a storm about how in October, World War III is supposed to happen, and that all the elites, apparently James Cameron's an elite, I mean, go figure, but they're all leaving.
Right. They're going to go to a different... Are they going to a different planet or just to a different time-space dimension?
You know, oddly enough, he doesn't say where they're going. He just says that they're leaving. I mean, is there any legitimacy to something like that at all?
Well, you're talking about this October, right?
Yeah, it's this one.
I would say that it is... I mean, look... It's possible that all the presidential candidates on both sides of the aisle end up getting hit by a comet in some freak of nature where the comet bounces on the planet at the next Republican debate, and then the comet itself actually bounces up in the air and then lands on in 2 or 3 different areas where it wipes out the campaign headquarters of the different Democratic nominees, and then it lands right in front of our office. And when I climb atop it and show the world that I can stand abreast of this comet that has destroyed the political class in this country, that I will be the joint nominee of the Republican and Democratic Party as President of the United States. I'm sorry. The question again, were we going to be World War III and the elites were going to leave? No, that's actually not scheduled, I think, according to my my calendar, until I think like sometime in March.
Oh, well, do you think that there's any legitimacy to...
No, there's no legitimacy to anything he says. Even when he's right, he's wrong.
I've seen certain things that he's done that I find like legitimacy in. Maybe the conclusions he draws are.
Well, tell me like what? Tell me like what? Yes, I know Jade Helm is real. It is real.
His work on Bohemian Grove, on infiltrating that, I think was interesting. He may have gone to crazy pagan god conclusions, but the fact that that does exist and those people do that is interesting.
Yeah, it exists. Yeah. I mean, but he obviously is not the only person to know that Bohemia Grove existed. He went there with another guy.
Actually film it.
Huh?
I mean, he's one of the few that actually filmed it, though, which I think is
okay.
You should. Can I give you a recommendation?
What was that?
Can I give you a recommendation?
Yes, of course.
Go to John Ronson, who hopefully we'll have on too. But he was the guy who actually went with Alex Jones to that event. And
the BBC?
Yeah, the British reporter. Mm-hmm. And he was on Joe Rogan's podcast a couple of months ago, and he told the story of how they got into Bohemian Grove together and what his interpretation of that whole thing was. And it's very funny and it's very different than Alex Jones. You should check it out. Give it a listen.
I mean, look, yeah, there's plenty of things.
John Wayne and everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to listen, I mean, somebody could break into the whatever it is, the Hasty Puddings, is that what it is at Harvard or whatever is that group, that comedy group, and you could come out of there and say like, oh my God, they're all lizards, they're changelings, they're taking over the planet. But look, to the extent that you get anything factual from him, it is so mutated and twisted and manipulated for his own entertainment reasons and financial gain, I would imagine, unless, of course, I think there is,
Granted, it is hard to listen to him when he's pushing magical elixirs to make you more manly. It's just that, like,
That could be the most legitimate thing about him.
Man behind the curtain? You don't believe in the man behind the curtain thing?
Do I believe in the man behind the curtain things? No. In fact, I'm not convinced that man behind the curtain stories like that aren't put out as a way of protecting the man who stands right in front of the curtain and does all the things through a far less nefarious vehicles than Jones, tells his listeners that they're doing. But I appreciate the call, and the short answer is no. World War III not happening this October, though possible, could happen in March because things always happen when I go on vacation. So I appreciate the phone call.
All right. Well, pleasure talking to you, Sam. I enjoyed the show a lot.
Thanks for calling. Bye. That's the way these things work, folks. I'm not taking vacation in October. So I know the world is going to erupt into we're going to get invaded by outer space people. It's going to happen when, just go on to the New York Department of Education website, find out when the vacations are. That's when the world erupts.